Hello and welcome to Strategy Saturday. No. Strategy? No. Strat Saturday? Oh, sod it. It's Game Strand. Hello and welcome to Game Strand. If any of you had the patience to sit through my original video that I put out where I played some Fortnite, badly I might add, you will know that it's Saturday today and I promised to play a strategy game. So I'm going with this new one that I bought, I think in the January sale. I think it was just after Christmas. It's called Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. There you go. It's very XCOM-esque. I did contemplate just playing XCOM, but I haven't played this yet. Well, that's a lie. I've played about an hour of it, maybe two. I played an hour. If we go down to new game, I'm gonna start fresh. I played an hour, I think, on very hard, or on hard with Iron Mutant on. I'm not sure, but I figured I'm quite good at XCOM now. Let's give it a go. Which was a huge mistake, because just like XCOM, which I tried to do at too hard a difficulty to start with, I really need to learn the game first. So I'm going to whack it onto normal. I'm going to leave Iron Mutant off, so we won't have permadeath. We will be able to manually save and autosave after every combat turn. So if we get into trouble, we can go back. I might one day go back and do it on hard or very hard, or put Iron Mutant on, but for now, we're going to leave it like this. I'm aware the music might be quite loud. It's loud in my headphones right now, but if that's the case, I'll just drop the master volume in the menu in a second. Let's just jump in. I'm not sure I put subtitles on yet either, but we will address that all as soon as possible. But basically, the premise behind this game, it's a post-nuclear war, post-apocalyptic type game where you play to start with these two mutant animals. One's a pig, one's a mutant duck. There we are, somewhere east of the Ark.
Another day, another mission, risking our necks for the Ark. You know, I ask myself, Dux, why are you out here? And
you know why. The Ark's water pump is broken again, and Hammond said he needs more scrap to fix it.
yeah, well, we'd do it a lot better if he'd sent us somewhere with actual scrap to find.
Why do you have to be so annoying? Come on, we gotta head back before prep closes for the night.
Okay, so this is us. We've got the pig, whose name I can't remember. They probably just said. And the duck, called Dux, D-U-X. Thankfully, we've got the subtitles on. What I will quickly do is have a look in the options, see if I can turn the master audio down just a bit. There we are, because I know the mic is not the loudest. So if I can turn that down, I can, hopefully, I'll be a bit louder than that. What else have we got in options? Gamma, we'll leave that as is. Gameplay, subtitles we want on. Display tutorials, yes. Emotions, yes. Autosave after combat, difficulty normal. Oh, that's good, I can change the difficulty up, should I get too comfortable. Okay. And the buttons will work out as we go. Do autosave changes? Yes, please. Okay, let's get going. So, unlike XCOM, it's much more story-driven. It's going to be an A to Z mission-led game, unlike XCOM, where the missions are more sort of randomly generated. This is going to be a set map. You can walk around the map. It's only when you actually enter combat it goes to that XCOM grid-style combat.
Shut the hell up.
Okay, so you can walk around the map.
What's wrong with you?
There's lots of stuff to find.
Keep your eyes open and...
Yeah.
Mouth shut. Yeah, you only told me that 9,000 times already, Bormin.
There we are. So if you hold L2, it will tell you, it gives you a little display as to where you should be headed for your next objective. And there's lots of stuff to loot along the way. There's not a particularly great deal at the beginning, so I'm not gonna stay around too much. Here we are. Look, some shiny scrap, rare scrap.
This scrap's gonna make us heroes back at the Ark.
So yeah, scrap can be exchanged for weapons, consumables, and outfits in the Ark shop.
Not just anything. Stalkers.
Okay.
Muscles. Good meat. I smell it. When there's stalkers, there's Ark. When there's Ark, there's killing time for skizzics and treble.
Right. The first time I played this, I avoided these two, but I think I'm just gonna get into combat because I don't think they were that hard. Yeah, look, I can ambush with square. Okay, so they don't know we're here yet. Combat is turn-based, yeah, each stalker gets 2 action points per turn, okay? Some actions, such as shooting, throwing, or sprinting, will end your turn once used. Right, so, we've not been spotted yet. How far can I move without being spotted? See, that orange line there on the bloke, on the gentleman on the right, the butcher, means I've got a line of sight on him with a 50% chance to hit, 30% chance to land a critical. So we're going to head over there. If you see the little shield on the square I'm pointing at, it's half full. It means I've got half cover if should someone shoot at me. Okay, so we've got walk, we've done that. We've got 1 action point left. I can fire my weapon, I can throw a grenade, I can go into Overwatch, or I can dig down. If I dig down into a defensive position, I become 25% harder to hit, but it will skip my turn. Overwatch, if you haven't played XCOM or Mario Rabbids Kingdom or whatever it was called on the Switch, Overwatch will end my turn and will put me in a stance whereby if I see anyone move, I will automatically shoot them. Now, I'm going to fire my weapon at this guy, I think. There we go, critical hit, 8 damage, only had 4 health. Problem solved. If I press R1 I can switch targets, but I don't want to switch targets anyway. Right, Dux can now move. So I can move up to the edge of this white box for 1 action point. You can see it flashing there on the bottom left. Or I can move further for 2, but then I won't be able to shoot my target. So I'm going to go and put Dux here. Now Dux, if I remember correctly, on the bottom left you can see I've currently got a crossbow. If I hit square, he also has a stinger. We're going to go with the crossbow. I think it's got a bit more range on it. Plus I quite like the idea of having a crossbow. Here we go. So we're going to select fire weapon and hopefully take the marauder out. Yes, 4 damage, 4 health. Perfect. Yeah, the first time I skipped those, I was hiding. Right, so when you...
We're getting closer to the Ark every day. Something's up, Bormin.
Bormin, that's the pig's name. Right. When you come out of combat, you are separated, and you need to press L3 to join your team back up. I think circle as well. Right, circle does your torch. So if you want to sneak around, you press circle, you walk slower, your torch goes away. You're harder to see. If you press circle again, torch comes back on, you move a bit faster. Right, one of those guys dropped... Oh, broiler 50. 1 additional critical damage. It's a weapon mod. 50% chance to burn enemies. Damage module. Okay. That'll be good later on. When I get to the Ark, which is the home hub, the city that we live in, I can attach all these things to my weapons. I might actually be able to attach it now. Oh, wrong button. I think you have to press the touchpad. There we go. Right. So if I look here, I've got grenades, items. That's not what my mods are going to be. Nope. If I click crossbow, there's no items in the inventory yet. No, they're mutations. We'll see what they are later. It might just be the case that I can't do it yet, and that when I get to the right part of the tutorial it will show me how to do it, which I think is when we get to the Ark anyway, so it might be a little while, although we'll probably get to the Ark in this video. It's not too far away. There's something in the back of this car. Some scrap. I won't look up there because I don't think there's anything up there anyway. I'm going to head this way. Yes. Oh.
Got herself some ghouls. One of them looks like he ate a ghoul. Better get into ninja mode.
There we are.
Turn off your flashlight. If we sneak by the water, they won't see us.
Exactly like I said. If I hit circle, flashlight will go off. Right. So we've got a red skull on this enemy because he's much too high a level for me to take down. I'm going to avoid him. Explore the zone to find encounters that match your team's level. Yeah. Well, press circle, turn the torch off, and we'll sneak around the outside like this. So you can see their circle of vision. As you get close, it gets quite red. So I think, from what I've played, I'm not certain yet, but we're stalkers. I think the stalkers are the mutants, or the mutated animals, because when you get to the Ark, there will be some humans, and those, the enemies are called ghouls. I don't know whether they're supposed to be zombies like the ghouls in Fallout. Or they're just called ghouls, I don't know. So this is your overall map. We've come from the Metal Bird. The load screen gives you an overview of the whole map, and we're heading towards the Ark. It's not very far away to get there. And then we can sell any stuff we found, and hopefully apply that weapon mod we've got.
I'm gonna kiss that elevator when I see it. Get upstairs, take a bath, get a grog with the boys, get another grog with the boys. Foot massage. Ah, it's gonna be great.
I'm not sure I'd want to give a duck a foot massage. Glad that's not my job.
The campsite. Looks like a family lived here. Lived here and died here.
Nothing like a bunch of skeletons to put your mind at ease.
Yeah. Lovely. There's nothing in the tent, is there? Oh, there is. Medkit just outside. There we are. What about up here? Okay, so we need to head... there's something there that flashed. More scrap. So if we head this direction... Oh, there is a... What's the button to change from the Dux to Bormin? There we are. I prefer Dux anyway. I'd rather play as Dux. But you can be either.
There's a cabin up ahead. Definitely feel a ghoul vibe coming off of it.
So we run in, guns blazing.
Too dangerous. If we're sneaky, we can get into a good position. A good position keeps us alive. Turn off your flashlight.
So, if you're undetected, you can scope out enemy positions and kill isolated weak enemies using your silent weapons. That's the point of the crossbow. See, I didn't quite pick up on this the first time that they had separate they both have 2 weapon choices, and that you could use quiet weapons. It was telling me that I needed to sneak up and scope him out, but I hadn't spotted that I had a crossbow. I sent the pig in first, Bormin, and then things went wrong. So I'll do it properly this time. Okay, I was going to say something about the Ark, but I've forgotten now. Now what I'm going to do is press L3 and split up, and I'm going to take Dux up here, I think, because I can climb this ladder up here. And I can hide him here, and then we can move Bormin around to a position on the other side. Now, the first time I did this it didn't go well, but I was in a much harder mode. So we're not going to ambush yet. What we're going to do is we're going to change character, which is L1. Yep. We're going to press square to ambush. Now when you ambush, it's going to tell me now, I imagine. It's going to tell me about cover. So you've got 25% defense from a half cover, 75 from a full cover. Flanking, a cover position will cancel its defensive bonus. Yep, fine. Now then, here we are. I've got activate or ignore. I can activate either of the units, or I can leave them out of combat. So for now, I'm just going to put Dux into combat. I'm going to use the crossbow because it's silent, and I'm going to fire on this man here. I would have thought the other guy's going to see, but he might not know where I am. Let's have a look. The enemy heard you. So I could now press activate, or can I ignore and see what this hunter does. So I'm going to ignore, leave Bormin out of combat, and see what the hunter does. Does he know where I am? I think he wouldn't, but you never know. Oh, he might not. Oh no, he knows. But he's a terrible shot, so we're okay. I think the butchers are melee weapons only. They don't have any ranged weapons. But I can now activate Bormin, put him by here, and I was caught sneaking. It doesn't really matter because I'm going to do this. Both characters have a grenade. This one's... You only start with one. Again, comparing it to XCOM, but I find it hard not to. They're very similar games. Unlike XCOM, you don't start with a grenade every time because it's a continuing story. So once I've used this grenade, I'll need to buy another one in a shop or find one to get one back. I might be able to craft one, I'm not sure. But I can throw this. Now Dux has a smoke grenade. I made the mistake of using that on my first playthrough. Didn't realise it was a smoke grenade, not an actual grenade. But what I was hoping to do, which doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, is throw this somewhere it would hit both of them. But it will stop them moving too much. So ignore the fact there's a roof on that building and throw right through it, as you do. Okay, now I've got a new option here. I've got reload. I can reload my crossbow. I'm not going to. Instead, I think I'm going to run a bit and get some better cover. Now, I had this problem last time. It's not letting me select the ground at all. I can only select up here because it's put me on the top layer. I need to use the D-pad to go down to the ground. There we go, and then I can run over here. Cost me 2 action points, but I should be out of sight. If they're going to get to me, they're going to run through the fire. Yeah, Bormin's not got any cover. I forgot about that. Right, the butcher's taken damage to the fire there. I will. You can't. Yeah, obviously it's a crossbow, you have to reload it every time, but that's fine. We'll reload it and fire. 4 damage, straight to the butcher. He's knocked out, or dead. You're not that unstoppable, because I'm about to stop you. Right, no chance to hit from here. So I'm thinking I'm going to run to here. And then I'm going to put Bormin on Overwatch. Yeah, I'm going to put him on Overwatch. So should he move now, he will firstly take fire damage, and then I can shoot him for 5 damage and finish him off. Perfect. Perfect. Right, we've leveled up. This is where this game gets quite interesting. So when your Stalker team levels up, each mutant gains mutation points. Mutation points can be used to unlock powerful combat mutations, or to improve your Stalker's stats, such as health or movement range. So if we look at the level up menu, you've got the skill tree here. Now I've currently got 2 points available, so I can either, let's get this out, just talk me through it. I can either go down here, so we've got this bar on the right, these are just stat boosts. Now for 1 point, and bear in mind I've got 2, I can buy a health boost, or I can use both my points to get run and gun, which enables an action after sprinting. So I can, rather than using up both my action points to sprint, which is when you move outside of that white box, so it costs you both action points, I can do that and then still have a 3rd action point. Essentially, it's not really a 3rd action point because you can't use it for anything, but you can sprint and then shoot your gun. Now, that is really good. Yeah, so I'm going to get that. I was going to say get health. Now, the way these mutations work, I'm going to buy this. You'll notice, before I hit yes, you'll notice they're different shapes. I think it's because you can only have 1 of each shape. So if I buy this square one, which is run and gun, and then I wanted Joker later on down the line, I couldn't use them both at the same time. So you purchase the mutation, and get a nice animation on the character, as he reels in pain, and I rewrite his genetic code. You can then go down here to inventory, and you'll see it's added his mutation here. Now once I've got the other square ones, I imagine I can swap them out. I don't know if you can swap them out at any point in the game, if you have to do it at the arc, I don't know, because I've not got to a point where I would have 2 of the same shape yet. So let's see what we've got for Dux. R1. Now Dux, I've got 2 points. Dux's first mutation only costs 1, so I can buy his health upgrade. And I can buy Skull Splitter. Before I do buy it, what does it do? 100% critical chance, minus 25% accuracy. It costs you some accuracy. Right, okay. So I'm guaranteed a critical, but I lose a lot of accuracy on my shots. Not sure I like that, but we're going to put it on. Hopefully I can take it off if I don't get on with it. Yeah, let's join back up. And the good thing about combat, see, this is why I missed out the first time by not doing that initial fight, is you get lots of stuff from the bodies. Some rare scrap in here. A hand grenade where that guy died. Somebody died out here, didn't they? Where'd the other guy die? Over here somewhere? There we are. Loot. Loot. Oh, there's a relic here. These will sell for a lot of money. It's a boombox. A strange talking box that hisses at you like a snake when powered on sometimes, depending on where it is placed. It will speak to you with beeps, whistles, or even a faint voice, or even faint voices, sorry. Includes a handy slot on the front for keeping things in. +1. Use artifact points to buy upgrades in the arc, so I've got 1 artifact point for that.
Beauty. The ancients left a lot of ugly junk behind, but once in a while you see something like this. Wonder what these buttons are for.
Wouldn't touch it if I were you. I'm not kidding around. Lay off the buttons.
What's up your butt?
That's a bomb, all right. They used to call it a boombox. Touch that red button, and it goes boom.
Don't be pretending you know what any of this crap is. We'll bring it back to the Ark and show it to Prip. Ask him what it's worth on the black market.
Yeah, I'm hoping that continues the puns with the duck, because obviously this is set in a world, I don't know how many hundreds of years after our own, or if it is even supposed to be hundreds of years after, or maybe it's not, but they don't know what a boombox is, but they assume because it's called a boombox, it's a bomb. I'm hoping they keep up. Ah, look, a chest. Keep up the puns. Gaper. Can destroy covers, knocks back enemies. Looks like a grenade launcher to me. Fantastic. So if I press this a second, I'd quite like to keep Dux as the stealth character because he's currently got a silent weapon, whereas Bormin doesn't have a silent weapon, I don't think. No, so I'm thinking we'll keep the shotgun because it does more damage than the stinger. It's not got quite the range that the stinger has, but that's fine. And we'll equip as well. Oops, let's look at it. Equip as well. Yeah, the Gaper, the grenade launcher. It does higher base damage than the scattergun, but its critical damage isn't quite as good. But what's its range like? You can see at the top there, top right. Range 8. Range 8, they're the same. You can also see they've got a level. This is scattergun level 1. I had obviously that means I can level them up eventually, but I don't know how to do that yet. Oh, we'll equip a hand grenade as well to replace the Molotov. I don't know where I picked that up, but I've got it, so I'm going to use it. Okay, we're not too far away from the Ark now. I think when I get to the Ark, we'll do a little bit of looking around the shops and things. I'll talk you through how the Ark works, and then we'll call it a day there, because otherwise I'll be stuck playing this for hours. And we don't want a 3-hour video of me playing Road to Eden.
Of course the world ends. You did it to us.
Your fault, by the way.
When the ice melted, you said nothing. When the plague spread, you did nothing. When the nukes dropped, you became nothing. At least that's what the Elder says. But cheer up. You'll be happy to know that despite your mistakes, life remains. In a small settlement high above a raging river, people are living and thriving. We call it the Ark. The Ark is humanity's last outpost, a lonely island in an ocean of chaos. Within these walls, we help each other create a new civilization on the ruins of the old one, with the guidance of our leader, the Elder. The Elder tells us we're safe as long as we never leave, because outside these walls lies the Zone, the never-ending wasteland. A mass grave spanning the planet, littered with your crumbling monuments to your hubris and arrogance. What the Elder chooses not to tell us is our food and water supplies are running dangerously low. That's why he relies on stalkers, adventurers who leave the Ark, explore the Zone, and scavenge for precious resources. Stalkers are tough enough to resist the rot, and they got the smarts and the firepower to keep the Zone ghouls at bay. Stalkers have to be more than human. That's me, Mr. More Than Human, aka a mutant. I look weird to you, but hey, you look weird to me. So let's leave it at that. If the Stalkers come back from the Zone alive, the Ark survives another day. If the Stalkers don't come back, the legacy of mankind will be lost forever. At least, that's what the Elder says.
Mutant Year Zero. Here we are. This is a bit of the backstory about how the world became what it became. the role of the stalkers in the Ark. Here we go, you can see now we've just come out of the East Outpost. We've got this one little map left to do, and then we'll be at the Ark. So perhaps we'll just do this map, get into the Ark, and we'll explore the Ark in the next video. There it is. A big tower in the sky, that's the Ark.
Home sweet home. The elevator's up ahead.
Right, so we'll just have a quick loot of this area. If there is anything to loot. Might not be. Boo. Can I read this sign? Oh, it says something. It says... I can't quite read it from here. That might actually not be English. Ah, it's not. Okay. I don't think. Maybe it is. It's very small from how far back I'm sat from the television, but... Okay, let's have a look. Da 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 da. Right, locked. Requires zone key, okay?
Whoa, hold up. Got two ghouls hiding over there. Think they want to hitch a ride on our elevator. Forget that. Let's sneak around and see if there's any others.
Right. Again, probably not going to sneak around. I've put it in the easiest difficulty, haven't I? It's called normal, but let's face it, if it's the easiest difficulty, it should be fine. Can I go under here? No, didn't think so. There's some scrap here, isn't there? Yes, that's good. Rare scrap. Scrap times 8. Okay. I think I'm going to go and take these guys on. Let's see what's in here first. Ooh, a cash register. Stalker Clara note. It's a crying shame. With this to barter, Delta would have surely given us the discount she mentioned. So here's the deal. A working spark machine lies to the east of the Iron Serpent within the scrap ruins. Remember that. In fact, I might take a screenshot of that. Done. Okay. This was one of the devices for burning things together or whatnot. Burning things together or whatnot, right. But of course, there's no silver lining without an effing cloud above it. Them damn ghoul bastards who lurk in the ruins came out, chased us away before we could recover it. Next time, ghouls, we will get you good. Stalker Clara. Okay. Oh, it's a chest here. So I've kept that note because I don't think I read it last time, but I read another note further down the line. Oh, that's going right on Dux. Where is it? Right, outfit, helmet. Does it do anything? It does give me 25% added to weapon range. Well, that's good, because I've lost 25% because of the mutation, haven't I? There we are. Right. Good. Valuable scrap. Take that. Yes, I don't think I picked up the note last time. It might have been on this body, maybe? I don't know, but I picked up a different note, which told me where something was. So, if I can find that note again... I don't know if it'd be in my backpack here. Yeah, it says something about spark machine lies to the east of the Iron Serpent within the scrap ruins. Now, I haven't got to the scrap ruins yet, I don't think. Have we? Zone map? No. Might be here, see? It might be down here somewhere, we don't know. But, when I find the scrap ruins, I've got a note telling me where there's some hidden loot. Which is good to know. Right, let's go take on these ghouls and head to the Ark. Oh, there's some loot. No, run, he's walking this way. Run faster. Right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split them up. I'm going to put...
I got this. Cover me.
Bormin there. He'll hide like that. Okay, I'm going to put Dux behind this log. Because, even behind that rock, I'm feeling risky. I'm going to hide behind this rock.
Box opens. We go in the box. Box goes in.
Right. I should be able to take both of those out. With my... Oh, yeah. 20% chance to do critical. Okay, nope. I'm going to kill the butcher. So I think the way the silent weapons work is, if he wasn't within range of the one I killed, he wouldn't know where I was. But because he was within range of him, somehow knows where the arrow came from. I don't know. Let's see if I can shoot him from here. No, I'm out of range. What about this grenade? How far will that go? Okay, still out of range. Let's move here. I stood a little bit too far back. I'm kind of hoping this... I'm noticing now there's a lot of petrol canisters. I'm in an old garage forecourt. I might actually just get blown to smithereens if I'm not careful. Right, let's throw this. Nice. Unlike the Molotov, hasn't left any fire for the butcher to run through and get burned. Oof.
Take the swine! Getcha!
Okay, there's more of them. Right, he's in Overwatch. So if I move and I'm within range of him, he will shoot me. So the best thing I can do is not move, but there's no chance to hit him, apparently. I know it seems ridiculous, but there we go. So, run and gun's available. I can use it as a skill. Right, I wonder if that's how the other mutation works then. And that's why I didn't actually have the decent critical chance. Now, what if we switch to the grenade launcher? Am I still out of range? Yes, okay. Right, let's just move, literally just move to here. Right around the corner. And then, I don't think this actually provides any cover. Are you being serious? Of course I can hit him. Of course I can hit him. Is he too far away? Oh, I don't understand. Right, we're going to go into Overwatch then, and we're going to, hopefully... we're going to reload. Yes, so I could have used this for 100% critical chance. Drat. This gives me 75% chance to hit. We'll do that. Right, Hunter's down. Pretty sure I saw some loot fall as well after him. Now if the other guy moves, he might get shot by Bormin. No, he's not close enough. Let's reload again and see if we can hit anyone. Out of range. The other guy's way out of range. Okay, so let's go... No. Let's go... I might not go anywhere. I might go into Overwatch as well. Put Bormin here. And I should then, from here, be able to use my shotgun. There we are, to kill this marauder.
Stay down.
Oh, take out the zone trash. Trophy earned. I'll check that out later. Careful. Right, he's now no longer in Overwatch, so I can just flank him, really. And I can even use this. Yeah, thank you. Right, so mutation cooldowns don't work like you'd expect a cooldown to work. So rather than having a turn counter on it, the way the mutation cooldowns work in this game is they refresh after so many kills. So it's got 2 skulls on it there. See, if I kill this marauder, one of those will light up, I think. Let's find out. I can't see because I'm out of combat. But, yeah, I believe one of those... Oh, maybe that's something to do with the thing at the top left. It's a half-filled orange bar, I think, saying that one of those skulls has been met. When I kill someone else,
Get your asses over
that cooldown counter will fix. You might notice he just said, get your asses over here. That's because you can have more people in your party, and we'll meet some more people soon enough. Right, Ancient Site. 20%. Right, add to the weapon range. I know where that's going. Again, though, can I add them yet? Or do I need to get to the... it looks like I do need to get to the arc before I can add the... what they called modifications onto the weapons. So, head over to the arc. I'm sure there'll be a little cutscene. We'll play that, and then we'll call it a day, I think. Whoa. The sign came out of nowhere. Okay. Nothing here yet. So that's the lift up to the arc, or the elevator. Up to the arc. There's a bunch of cars. I don't see any more scrap. I think we're probably okay to go. Let's go. Come on, Dux, you can go up first. I love this little visor.
The Elder meets us at the elevator. He says he doesn't have a second to lose. The mission's too important. Our mission, he says, is a man. And that man is Hammond. Everyone in the Ark knows Hammond, respects him. He's our lead, gearhead, going farther into the zone than anybody else, bringing back the machines that help us survive. He knows how to keep those machines running, how to fix them when they fall apart. Hammond keeps the Ark's heart beating. The Elder says 3 nights ago Hammond took his team of stalkers and headed north, not telling anyone why. They haven't come back. I've never seen the Elder this shaken before. It scares me. He tells us Hammond has a remote cabin in the north that could yield some clues to his location. Me and Dux never patrolled that far before. But the Elder says he has faith in us. He believes in us. So, this mission we accept. Go to Hammond's cabin, search for clues, then find Hammond and bring him back alive. The fate of the Ark depends on it.
Okay, so it looks like we made it back. Perfect, the Ark. So there we go. That was the first look at Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden. I'm really enjoying the game. Granted, I've played this bit before, but I think it's a interesting take on a strategy game. Yeah, this is the Ark now. You don't move around in the Ark. You just have different areas you can visit. There's a shop. There's a place for upgrading your weapons. But we'll explore all that next time. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you here again. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next Saturday for some more. Bye.